What's up, everybody? Welcome back for the second part of this game. Oh, damn! That was a nice looking strike there. Complete luck, but hey, at this point in my life, I'll take all the free luck I can get my hands on, man. Hell yes. Sign my ass up for that shit. The gods are handing out free luck. I'm right there taking all of it, man. Oh, man. Yeah, so I actually started picking up shifts at the restaurant again. And a while back, I told the GM there that I told her straight up, I'm like, I'd be willing to be put back on the schedule for morning shifts. The only morning shifts they really have right now, though, are Saturdays and Sundays. For a while, they were doing morning shifts throughout the week for hosts, because again, I worked there as a host, not a server. Mostly just because I'm not much of a people person, if I'm being honest. So it's actually starting to look like I might finally be put back on the schedule to work Saturday and Sunday mornings at the restaurant again. And for me personally, that's very good because the restaurant, out of the two jobs that I have, working at the restaurant, which up until now I've just been kind of occasionally picking up shifts. But between the restaurant and the, shipping facility, I live a lot closer to the restaurant than I do to the shipping facility. So if I had a choice to pick up an extra shift at the restaurant or a shift at the shipping facility, I would choose the restaurant because actually, as stupid as it sounds, I make just about as much money working at the restaurant as a host as I do working at the shipping facility. And don't get me wrong, I need the job at the shipping facility because that's where my insurance comes from. My health insurance, dental, vision, all that shit. That's where that comes from. So I still need that job, but when you take into account the fact that they take out money from my paycheck for health insurance and all that shit, and when you take into account the fact that I do make a little bit more hourly at the shipping facility than I do at the restaurant, but when you take into account the expenses, like for example, they take money out of my paycheck for insurance, and the amount, I'm using a lot more gas to get there, like a lot more gas to get there. Like I live maybe like 5 minutes away from the restaurant, and I live about, I would say on average 35 minutes away from the shipping facility. So I'm using a lot more gas to get to the shipping facility. So when you factor in that expense, and yes, I do make a little bit less hourly at the restaurant, but I'm also making tips at the restaurant because they do have options to tip out the host. Now, granted, we don't make a whole lot in tips. It's just like, for us, it's just extra icing on the cake. I don't expect people to tip us or whatever, but it's, it's nice when people do, and I appreciate that. So when you take all that into account, I make just as much, if not more, sometimes working at the restaurant than I do at the shipping facility. And the work that I do at the shipping facility is easily like 10 times more difficult than what I have to do at the restaurant. Like the shit that I do at the restaurant is a motherfucking cakewalk compared to the shit that I do at the shipping facility. Like the shit that I do at the shipping facility, that is brutal fucking hard work. You're moving around heavy ass motherfucking packages all day. They're fucking sending like thousands of packages your way. It's fucked up, man. It's fucking crazy ass busy there. Whereas at the restaurant, it's fucking happy fun time compared to the shit that I have to do at the shipping facility. So yeah, if I had a choice between picking up a shift at the restaurant or picking up a shift, at the shipping facility, I would definitely rather pick up a shift at the restaurant. And yeah, I get it. I'm in my mid-20s still working as a host at a restaurant, but I don't give a fuck. I don't really care. I've been doing that job since I was fucking 17. I know how to do it. I'm very comfortable doing that job. I don't give a fuck. People want to judge me for that. I don't give a fuck. There's never any shame to be had in honest work. Never let anyone tell you otherwise. I don't care if you're a fucking janitor. There is honor in any honest work. Don't let anyone fucking job shame you or tell you otherwise. They got a problem with that? Fuck them. I don't care if you're a motherfucking 40-year-old still living with your parents or whatever, and you're a fucking, you know, checkout clerk at a fucking Walmart or something. I don't care. There is honor to be had in that. At least you're earning an honest paycheck. At least you're actually working and doing something. You know, offering something of value to, you know, the human society. I don't give a fuck what anyone else says. There's honor to be had in that. Yeah, maybe you're not living up to your full potential or whatever. Who cares? Who fucking cares? I stopped giving a fuck about other people's expectations for me a long time ago. Even my dad nowadays, that's one of the reasons why my dad has been annoying the shit out of me so much, is because he's like, oh, well, keep in mind, this job that you have now, you know, is, you don't have to stay there forever. You should be, you know, also looking into other options, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you keep moving the goalposts, asshole. Like, first it was, oh, well, you need to get a full-time job with insurance and shit. So I went out and did that. You know, I got this job at the shipping facility. So now I have insurance. And now he's moving the goalposts even further. It's like, when is something ever going to be good enough? When can I finally relax and just say, okay, this is good enough. I'm good with this. Now I'm just going to chill, do my thing. Go into work every day, work hard, earn my paycheck, and that's good. That's good enough. When is anything ever going to be fucking good enough for anyone else? Probably never. So you know what? Fuck them. Again, I stopped trying to live up to other people's expectations a long fucking time ago. I realized that at a very young age. Like, fuck, back in fucking grade school, I would bring home fucking report cards of straight C's. Okay? And every fucking time my mom would bitch at me for not getting better grades or whatever, and I'm like, I don't care. I passed all my classes just the same as the rest of these idiots who studied hard and did all the homework and shit. Like, I never did any of my fucking homework, which is why I was always getting in trouble. Like, I've told this story before, but in middle school, I would get detentions, like, somewhat frequently. Like, not a whole lot. I didn't get, like, a whole lot of detentions or anything. But, like, I would get detentions, not because I was a bad kid or because I would, you know, do stupid shit or pick fights with people or anything like that. Although I actually did try to pick a fight with somebody once, but luckily my friend was there to stop me because I probably would have got my ass kicked, straight up. But anyway, yeah, no, I mean, generally speaking, I was, you know, a good kid for the most part. But I didn't get detentions because I was, you know, doing bad shit, necessarily. I only got detentions in fucking middle school because I didn't do my homework, and they would hand out detentions for that. Like, if you missed, like, a certain amount of homework assignments or whatever, you know, they'd fucking give you a detention or whatever. So I'd sit in detention for half an hour or whatever and then go home, and I'd just be like, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But my whole life, I've spent my whole fucking life being told that I was never good enough. My whole fucking life. And I get it that to a certain extent, you know, my parents were probably just trying to get me to live up to my full potential or whatever, but at a certain point, it's like, shut the fuck up. Do you think I give a shit? What's the point? What's the fucking point? At the end of high school, I was probably in the bottom fourth of my class. I didn't look at the exact number because honestly I didn't give a fuck. But guess what? When it came time to graduate high school, we did the graduation ceremony. I went up, shook the hand of like the dean and the fucking principal. They handed me the same fucking diploma as all the kids who were in the top 4%. Those kids studied hard, worked their asses off, and got excellent grades. Me, I didn't give a fuck. I didn't do hardly any of the homework assignments, whatever. We were all handed the same fucking diploma at the end of the day. So why the fuck should I give a shit? What's wrong with being good enough? What's wrong with that? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's a goddamn thing wrong with that. Sometimes I, honest to God, just want to tell my dad to shut the fuck up and just let me do my thing. Like, I know what I'm doing. I have a whole life plan figured out. I don't need to do better than what I'm doing right now, because what I'm doing right now is sufficient. I don't give a fuck about living up to my full potential or any of that horse shit. I went to fucking college, and it was a complete waste of my motherfucking time and money because I had no idea what the fuck I wanted to do with my life. I failed pretty much every class because I just didn't give a fuck. It was a complete waste of my time because I felt like I was wasting my time. That's why I never put any effort into it, because there was never anything in college that I was passionate about. Complete waste of my time. My whole life I was told, oh, you have to go to college in order to make anything of yourself, and it was a complete fucking lie. Not to mention our education system's just a goddamn joke. That's why I stopped going to that shit. Like, but yeah, that's anyway, I'm getting off on a bit of a tangent, but yeah, that's, you know, that's part of the reason why I'm trying so hard to save up money to move the fuck out of my dad's house to get some fucking peace and quiet. That's all I've ever asked for my entire life. You guys go back and watch my videos from 5, 6, 7, 8 fucking years ago. I have always said the same goddamn thing. All I've ever fucking wanted is to live a quiet, peaceful life. That's it. So long as I make enough money to get by, that's fine. Yeah, I may live paycheck to paycheck. Who cares? So long as I'm able to pay all my bills and shit, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I may not be living up to my full potential or whatever. Does it look like I give a fuck? I know you guys can't see what I look like, but still, does it look like I give a fuck? No, fuck you. When is it ever going to be good enough? When is all my hard work, all my effort, when is it ever going to be good enough? Probably never, so why should I give a fuck what you think? Fuck you. I don't know, shit just pisses me off sometimes. Alright, anyway, sorry guys, I kind of went on a bit of a tangent there, but yeah. Alright, anyway, hope you all enjoyed the content today, but remember, if you did not enjoy the content today, be sure to smash that dislike button and go fuck yourself. Alright, well, either way, folks, that is going to be it for me for today. So as always, everyone, stay cool and rock on. This is Multi-Step signing off.